Hey guys, welcome back to another Orcish Bowmasters Counterspell deck. What else could it be on my channel? But today we're playing those cards again. Yeah, boring. But we have a little bit of a twist. Originally I wanted to play Sultai midrange today, but then I remembered a sweet deck I saw online that I thought might have potential, which was a Banned Reclamation. Built by Alteriex from MTGA Zone, and I took that list, I copied it, took a look at it, wanted to play that, but then I was like, wait a minute, the white in that deck is actually quite shallow and not necessarily needed. And then I was like, what about we play the best card in the format instead, which makes us a little bit better, against opposing Orcish Bowmasters, of course. So I just wrote the white, added the black, and I think I have a pretty good looking deck, which also includes Demonic Tutor now, which with Mystic Sanctuary can fetch us over and over again the Time Walk, which is, I mean, that's pretty big. So yeah, what is this deck trying to do? This Wilderness Reclamation, Nexus of Fate stuff used to be a combo in Standard, of course. I think also in Pioneer. I mean, in Pioneer it got banned really quickly, Reclamation. Yeah, Nexus of Fate, Reclamation. You basically take infinite turns, you drop an Reclamation, then you untap, make, take an extra turn, and then with Memory Deluge and Lorien Revealed, you can cast that, then untap the lands end of turn again. You can sort of go insanely deep into your deck and take turns over and over again until you've gone so deep into your deck that you just, go infinite basically. And with Mystic Sanctuary, you can do that easier. And then you have Mirrex, Uro, and Orcish Bowmasters to sort of kill them slowly while you're taking a bunch of extra turns. That's the idea behind the deck. One point against it is certainly the mana cost of the cards in this deck. If this would be a standard deck, it would be utterly insane, but we're talking about Timeless, and we're playing 4 Deluge, 4 Reclamation. That's already 8 4-drops, which is quite clunky. And then 4 Nexus of Fate, which is, super clunky. So we have 12 expensive cards, not great. Helping, of course, do these cheap spells here to spy us time. That's the idea, of course. But I could see that the deck just dies to its expensiveness, essentially. It's kind of funny to think about, yeah. But I feel like in Timeless, playing 8 4-drops is just not something you can do. In Standard, it's doable. Maybe in Pioneer, it's justifiable in this deck, right? If you would be able to play Reclamation. But I feel like in Timeless, you can maybe justify playing 8 free drops, and that would be the limit in that department. Sort of like it's just one turn faster, right? In a way, one full turn faster. Yeah, but that is the deck. It's pretty sweet, and I think it kind of has a lot of tools to, in theory, compete. Sideboard, we have a cut down for more, when you're on the draw against Ragavan or any other creature deck. Veil of Summer, pretty nice green card these days. There's lots of either blue-black control or Rakdos Breach, of course, which plays a bunch of Thoughtseize effects. Then, notably, the maybe best sideboard card in Timeless, at least as of right now, because this thing just does it all. It shuts off any search effects, like any search effect. That means fetch lands and all those, Fierce Empath, Primeval Titan, Natural Order, they all shut off. And it also shuts off Demonic Tutor and Diabolic Tutor, so your Breach opponent won't be able to fetch for, Molten Collapse if they need to get rid of the Ashiok, because it shuts off the tutoring for the Molten Collapse. And then the -1 also just exiles the entire opponent's graveyard. So you're playing against Luris control, like Luris blue-black, or you're playing against Breach. This thing exiles the graveyard as well, while also shutting off all their search effects. This card is just pretty insane, honestly. Just shutting off the fetch lands is so nasty too. Every deck plays fetch lands. So almost considering to play this in the main deck, but it's a bit aggressive maybe. But yeah, 3 copies in the sideboard I think is good to go. And the reason I didn't play it in the blue-black control deck with Lurrus is of course Lurrus. I mean, can't play both, so that's the unfortunate part there. But if you don't play Lurrus, like this deck isn't, you are slam dunking that Ashiok into your sideboard. And you could even reasonably play a copy in the main deck, you know, especially if you have Demonic Tutor. That means you have 2 copies in the main deck already. That could really, you know, save your ass against Primeval Titan Game 1, for example, if you're playing something more fair. Because I think this deck specifically isn't that bad against Primeval Titan, because, you know, I have my own combo kill, just like Tainted Pact. Dimir Tainted Pact also has its own combo kill. So there's all these combos, and we just don't know which ones are best. But today we're trying Reclamation, and the rest of the sideboard includes a Stern Scolding, which is a card I just dear to my heart. Thoughtseize for some anti-combo, anti-counterspell hate. Pithing Needle, you know, just can't leave without it. Aether Gust against the prime times and sneak attacks, etc. One Assassin's Trophy. We play Mystic Sanctuary, so we technically get access to 3 Assassin's Trophies at that point. I don't quite know why I have it in the sideboard. I was just thinking about an effect that destroys everything, and in black and green we do have these type of effects, and Assassin's Trophy does that, and it even blows up Field of the Dead compared to something like Maelstrom Pulse. And yeah, maybe we just bring it in if we are worried about something. Could also play it in the main deck over Eliminate, I guess. Sort of that slot in the main deck, but Eliminate is a bit more, you know, giving your opponent basic is pretty rough. In any case, the last 2 cards down here behind my big head are an Oko and another Uro. Just a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of alternative kill conditions. Reasonably could play more Uros in this deck as well. Making an extra land drop is actually pretty nice with Wilderness Reclamation. I just couldn't find a space because I did want to have some Archmage's Charm in addition with the Counterspell to have more counterspells. And Archmage's Charm just seems very nice in this deck. As you know, just drawing 2 cards is going to happen often, and the ability to steal something might also happen. So kind of difficult to make space for all of these, which could mean that we return at some point to the banned version and just say, we don't play Bowmaster because there's just not enough space, and we just play like 4 Swords to Plowshares, maybe like 2 Scolding, and then more Uros. There's also Reprieve in the white version. That's sort of the one card that this deck is kind of missing. Reprieve would be kind of decent. Would make the Titan matchup even better, of course. But yeah, Reprieve being nice in the way that it disrupts the opponent, but it also helps you hit that crucial 4th land drop. And on that topic, we're playing 22 lands, 4 Lorien Revealed. That's 26 lands in total. That's quite a lot of lands, but you really need to hit your 4th land drop with this deck, of course. So that's why we're doing this. Yeah, I think this deck is super sweet. I would be, I would love if this deck would be actually good. But hey, if it's not good, it's going to be fun, I'm sure, and we're going to hopefully go off, and we'll see if the opponents concede, because I guess that part is not that fun, the part of actually killing them, because that's going to be tedious, actually, the more I think about it. Casting Nexus is over and over and over and over and over. But hey, nonetheless, it would be sweet, and yeah, let's see. Oh, another card that I just thought about that's pretty good with Reclamation is Search for Iscanta, man. Yeah, that's an oldie, but that one is quite good with Reclamation, actually. Man, can I include Search for Iscanta here? What do we cut for it? Tough. I don't know, maybe the Stern Scolding, but that trims even more early game stuff. Maybe the Search for Iscanta is a little too cute. But yeah, something to consider. Alright guys, let's play. Alright, I mean, this is, yeah. We have 3 lands, a Brainstorm, 2 Wreck, and an Archmage Charm. I mean, I'm gonna keep. I'm on the draw, which, if I'd be on the play, I would comfortably keep this. On the draw, it's always like, yep, your opponent has that Ragavan turn 1, and you are done. Opponent playing no Lurrus though, so that's a little bit of a take away that they might not be running Ragavan, because... Okay, it looks like Deathrite Shaman, or Thoughtseize, I guess. Thoughtseize. Okay, Thoughtseize is super fine by me. I have a pretty Thoughtseize-proof hand. Lots of redundancy here. Might be Sultai midrange, I guess, which is a deck that I also have on my mind as something that might be good at attacking this metagame. We'll see, we'll see. Yep, it's Sultai. Am I gonna get stifled? That would have been painful. Maybe my opponent has a Bowmaster. Looks like they have one, yeah. Makes sense to play it now if they have it. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Maybe I shouldn't actually have fetched. Oh, that was a pretty decent draw, not gonna lie. Oh man, yeah, that's why you play Bowmaster, because funnily enough, it's the best answer to Bowmaster. It's so weird, right? Like, yeah, it's just the best answer to it, so you have to kind of play it to beat Bowmaster decks. It's pretty funny. They could play a Bowmaster here, ping this, make that thing a 2/2, which would be a bit of a blowout. Yeah, I think I'm not blocking. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do this. Miss the land drop. And then, I mean, the only reason I would need second green is the Uro, I guess, which, why not, I suppose. Why not? And I guess this guy can attack. I guess both attack. It's a fatal push. I wonder if I should just fire off my Brainstorm right now. I don't think so, though. Might have a memory lapse here, looks like it. No, maybe an Oko. Yeah, maybe this deck wants to play free Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer just very good right now, and you're trying to resolve stuff. Oh, Death Shadow, damn. Sultai Death Shadow. Didn't expect that. But that's something we can steal with the Archmage Charm. So let's put that on top, and let's play Wreck, and if they have a counter, which I think is very likely, then yeah, we have another Reclamation, and we have an Archmage Charm coming. Make disappear, of all things. Okay. Alright. So you're playing Death's Shadow without Lurrus. That seems wild. Looks like a Treasure Cruise is coming. Pretty good draw from the opponent. Yeah, they're doing all the things they need to be doing. Missed the land drop though, but otherwise pretty good stuff. Thoughtseize into Bowmasters. Into Counterspell, Death Shadow, into Treasure Cruise is pretty strong. They're gonna Brainstorm first, okay. So that means last card, Brainstorm and Treasure Cruise. Luxury problems over there. It really looked like a Treasure Cruise. They were starting to click on the graveyard, so yeah. We'll see. The Archmage Charm is super threatening for them. I mean, it just kills the Shadow right now, but I guess I could take damage down to 12 or 11. And then it would steal it, and I would have it. Which I guess I want to do. Yeah. So they didn't Treasure Cruise here. It's very interesting. I might just cast Archmage Charm and then play Mystic Sanctuary and get it back and just get the Counterspell out of their hand here. I'm still at 12. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that it's exactly make disappear again. And my opponent shouldn't be playing that card anyways. It's maybe a budget option. But like, Sultai has some really good 2-mana Counterspell options, so that is very surprising that you choose to play that one. Like, you have Drown in the Log as well, which is quite good in a Thoughtseize deck. Like, you should be playing 4 Drown in the Log before you touch Make Disappear. You should be playing 4 Memory Lapse before you touch Make Disappear. You should be playing 4 Counterspell before you touch Make Disappear. Yeah. But yeah, they had Treasure Cruise decided for the Brainstorm, which was a smart play, I think. Heads up by them. Turned out, like, their draw really is going very well here. And they played well too. They're just not playing good cards. Make Disappear. Rather not good. That's besides that, everything's going well for them. Like, now if they have another Counterspell, okay. I guess Brainstorm. Okay, no Spell Pierce at least. Put Reclamation, shuffle it into its owner's library instead. Really don't want to shuffle my Archmage Charm away. So I kind of have to show them Reclamation, because if I show them this, it will shuffle my library. It's unfortunate. I mean, if they take Archmage Charm, I can play Reclamation and then go Time Walk immediately. But I have nothing going on. I have no Memory Deluge. I have niente. Oh no, that's not true. I can just Polluted Delta for an Archmage Charm. Or Lorien Revealed. Okay. Then I'll just do this. Let them take the charm, likely. Yeah. I could also put, like, Reclamation on top of my deck, technically speaking, in that situation. And leave me with Nexus, because they're always going to take the charm. They already know about the Reclamation, so they kind of know it's on top of the deck anyways. But it would help against another Thoughtseize. Oh my god, they have another Thoughtseize. Yeah. In this case, I got punished. Pretty badly. Well, my opponent has it all. Like, the low to the ground. This is the type of Grixis Shadow Dog draw that you want to kill for. But to be fair, I mean, I'm playing a slow deck that tries to resolve 4-mana sorceries. So maybe I shouldn't be the one complaining here, because I decided to do this with my life. Yeah. Crazy though. Like, their draw has been absolutely insane. Wow, what is this attack about? Interesting. What? How the hell is that correct? In what universe? They haven't played a land. Are you telling me you have not drawn a land either? Is it just Counterspell? Counterspell? Probably Stubborn Denial and another Counterspell? Something like that? Now you're attacking, okay. Well, I'll block. I can't beat another Counterspell. I'm just gonna draw Archmage Charm and try my luck. That's pretty bad. I mean, yeah. This game was just very difficult to win. I got disrupted too much. This was too much. Triple Thoughtseize, double Counterspell. Yeah. Plus Shadow. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. There was not much I could do here. Treasure Cruise, Brainstorm. This was just the perfects. Ah, I see. Yeah, alright. Well. So, is there any way for me to win this game? I guess Bowmasters off the top after drawing. I guess I take Brainstorm, huh? So I can kill one, take 15. That's too much damage. Yeah. Memory Deluge into land push. But then I also take damage because the land is going to be untapped. I can't Time Walk anymore. I guess I'll have to brainstorm into something that wins me the game. There's another push. Would have saved me if I had the second black, which I went for second green, which maybe it was wrong. Like, second black, I mean, I do have a lot of cheap black spells, so maybe I should have gone for the second black. Then I would have gone to 1 life here. Again, like this game, my opponent had the Nutter Butters, utterly insane draw, so I cannot really scold myself for making mistakes there, but it's still notable that maybe I should have fetched differently. Alright, Scolding not particularly good against Death's Shadow. Good against Bowmasters, but I have my own Bowmaster for that. Cut Down, also not great against Shadow. Veil of Summer Trophy, I guess, and maybe some alternative threats. Pithing Needle, yeah, I mean, the Reclamation stuff, how good is it? I'm gonna trim a Nexus. That was just brutal, man. What a way to start. Getting absolutely brutalized by this deck. Whew, okay. I guess I don't really have many cuts to make. I could trim on Counterspell, maybe. Doesn't seem great. Memory Deluge seems quite good, actually. Like, I kind of want to just drag out the game. Maybe it's best to just be playing like a grindy deck here. Try to just kill everything. That's a better plan than trying to play these Nexuses. I don't know. Go like 2 and 2. Like, going down on Nexus of Fate just seems like, at that point, what are you doing, you know? At that point, you shouldn't play the card at all, right? I, technically speaking, have all the abilities to just kill everything. I have Sanctuary to return pushes and stuff. I have a bunch of card draw. I think I'm just ditching this. Might still play all these Rex because they're kind of good. And maybe I'll play Scolding. Like, Scolding on the play hits Deathrite Shaman, which I have to assume they're running. So, yeah. Okay, I think it's a good idea to just board out the combo here. This hand is not perfect, but it does enough. I think it's worth of a keep. I really want a third Veil of Summer. I think every round at Veil of Summer is probably going to get boarded in. Especially against a blue-black opponent, man. Just seems awesome. What are they playing? They can't be playing Uro. So I guess they're playing Oko. Uro is a non-bow with Shadow. So I assume they're playing Oko, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're probably running Ashiok in the sideboard at least. So that's something that could be brought in against my deck as well. Uro would be really good here. Like, if I had main deck more Uros, I would be able to beat these fair draws a little bit easier. I remember playing Temur Reclamation in Standard, and Uro was legal back then. And you killed with, what's it called? I don't know. It's like this X spell that dealt X damage, and you draw X cards. And you had 3 Uros, and you just turned into a Temur control deck again in some matchups, and it was super good. I really like that game strategy, because on one hand, they had to really respect the Reclamation. On the other, you could just go removal, Uro, return Uro, draw some cards, win the game. And it was kind of difficult to play against both those game plans. Yeah, I guess I'm Thoughtseizing here. If they have a respond, I can Veil. Seems good. Definitely not going for Uro, because this is like the important turn here. I don't want to tap out. So yeah. Veil for the victory. Oh, Bowmasters, sure. Ah. Stern Scolding. Get scolded. This is also just an unplayable counterspell. If you compare it to the other counters you have, like if you're playing a sideboard counterspell against Natural Titan, Aether Gust. That's it. Or change the equation. That one is playable, but not Disdainful Stroke in any word. No, 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 no. Okay. I think I'm just taking this Make Disappear. Maybe the Bowmaster's better. It's like they have Thoughtseize, Make Disappear, which means next turn they go Thoughtseize, and then I go Veil, and then I go Make Disappear. But if I don't take the Bowmaster, I guess they're just gonna go... they're gonna go Thoughtseize, then I Veil, then they Bowmaster. Putting me to 15 with free power in play, and I have a Orc and an Uro in my hand as well, which is kind of bad against the Bowmaster. Alright. This way, at least, I can force them to use the Make Disappear here. They have to tap out, which is kind of good for me. And we have to push for the Uro, so like, sorry, for the Shadow. So they're down to a bad Disdainful Stroke, which, you know, yeah, it does counter Reclamation. Actually, yeah, true, they can take one of my cards, right. Oops. They took the Reclamation? Wow. That's great for me. Funnily enough, I could actually draw into one of these cards if I want to. By putting one of them back on top. Do I want to? Maybe I want to get a Thoughtseize and just Thoughtseize them. Don't really see a reason to get Scolding. Don't really see a reason to get Veil. I could also just leave it. Just draw a card. I think I'm gonna get Thoughtseize. Like, what if they have drawn a good card? This is the perfect window to get it. Like, if they have drawn Treasure Cruise, Brainstorm, I want to Thoughtseize that. And yeah, they're still at 12. Oh, they have another Shadow, sure. Yeah, this was fine. Like, against another Shadow, I could have just waited and then Fatal Push and then get the Shadow back. But this way, I got to trade. I have used my fetch land perfectly, so I don't have to like leave it up anymore or anything like that. I think that seems good. I used my mana, essentially. I don't have to... Like, if I don't do it, then I kind of want to keep the value around, right? But yeah. In any case, this game is probably over. Do I think I just keep the Veil. Because if I ever draw a Reclamation, I can just put the Veil on top of my deck, draw it, and then, you know, have fun with your stroke. Okay. Just chill, right? Like, I don't even have to do anything at this point because I'm not in a position where they can even attack me, so I don't have to push proactively. Although I could push in case they draw a counterspell, I guess. But this is also a Veil of Summer, theoretically. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fetch... I'm gonna draw first. But I might just put a Veil of Summer on top of my deck. So this Fatal Push is guaranteed to resolve. And yeah, this is exactly how Uro is going to win games against them. Very nice. Now the jig is up though, so they might be boarding in Graveyard Hate. In which case this whole try to outgrind them plan might not work. Counterspell's worse on the draw. Maybe the Scolding is just good. Although, like, I don't know. Like, I have Bowmasters for their Bowmasters, so... But I really don't love Counterspell on the draw. I feel like if this is actually a strategy that I'm gonna go for often, where I, like, ward out all Nexus, then I should probably have another Uro in my deck, either in the sideboard or in the main deck. Yeah, it's like little soft, or some alternative threat, I guess. I don't know, what comes to mind? Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon, yeah. I haven't really played with that card. It seems kind of bad in a Bowmaster format, honestly. The Hullbreaker Horror. No, we're not playing standard, guys. That card's not playable. Okay, opponent took a mulligan. This hand gets kind of killed by Thoughtseize, but I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Like, on the one hand, mulliganing against Thoughtseize decks is bad already. Maybe it's just too risky. I don't know. Like, I feel like I got to. Recently I'm doing riskier keeps again. There was a time where I mulliganed a lot. Now there's a time where I keep again. Risky hands. Bubble. Yeah, I still haven't seen a card that costs more than 2 mana, so you gotta explain yourself on that Lurrus. Alright, looks like we're going to get our land drop. Sure. So I haven't seen any stifles. I'm not gonna play around it, I think. Also, I have a second land, so it's like if they stifle my Lorien Revealed, I'm not gonna die. This is a deck that also could play Drown in a Lock. But I think it's worse in this deck because I'm not playing like discard spells. It's like, it's turn 2 and my opponent has 4 cards in the graveyard. Drown in a Lock is just counterspell / kill spell on anything. Which is pretty awesome. Alright, fine. I'll get me a land. Lands are important. Breeding Pool? Or Zagoth? Yeah, it's gotta be Breeding Pool. Let's be real here. What am I even thinking about? Gotta be Breeding Pool. Okay, so there are 4 cards. They notably shocked, but I guess this could be representing, I don't know. I guess they went fetch, yeah. Took the Fatal Push. Interesting. And now, pretty much countering everything that hits the stack here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna shock. I really want to hit the 4th land drop. If I have to counterspell, then I'm also gonna Brainstorm. And I'm gonna Brainstorm before they Bowmaster here, if they put a Bowmaster on the stack. In case I find my own Bowmaster or something like a Scolding. Nothing. Just chalking. Okay. Maybe I should have done Upkeep Brainstorm in case now I can't really play around Bowmaster and... Yeah, maybe I should have gone for an Upkeep Brainstorm. I didn't really think too far ahead here. It's like now, if they just pass again, they could have Bowmaster make disappear. And then I couldn't go in the... I guess... Yeah, no, I can't go end of turn Brainstorm in this situation. It's just too risky, I think. If they have that combination of cards, I'm screwed. Okay, we can miss one more land drop. That's fine. Hopefully they do something here. That would be good. That would be good for me. Yeah, I think I messed up. I should have gone for an Upkeep Brainstorm in this situation. Yep, gotta play tight. Gotta play tight. Gotta play around stuff. Otherwise you get punished. I guess I could Brainstorm if they fetch here. 4 cards and then, I mean, have push, eliminate. What can go wrong, right? They could have Spell Pierce and Bowmaster. That would be lights out, I guess. Oh, maybe I don't have to make a move if I don't have to make a move. Stop being afraid. They go Bowmaster, I go Counterspell. It looks like they're thinking at least. That makes me hopeful that they don't have a Spell Pierce. But I guess we're playing against a Shadow deck, so they might even run Stubborn Annihilator, so that kind of ups the chances of having an effect like that. Oh, they're running Tarmogoyf too, right? Oh man, I might just be dead here. I might just have killed myself. No, okay, good. La da da da. Okay, there's a bunch of lands. So you have 3 cards in hand. What do I want to hide? What's the best card in my hand? Maybe the push? They don't know about it. Maybe the charm is even better though. Maybe like this? Still not sure if that was correct. I would have drawn a Polluted Delta next turn, so I would have been totally fine and didn't need to cast a Brainstorm. Interesting spot. Maybe my opponent made a mistake too by cracking the fetch. Maybe they shouldn't have done that. Tarmogoyf, for sure. Yeah, I mean, this would be a nice Lurrus deck, right? Just saying. Anyways. Okay. Just use Fatal Push, I guess. It's so nice that now I have Mystic Sanctuary. Just have repeated Fatal Pushes. I mean, that's the reason why the blue-black control deck is so good against these type of decks. These like Lurrus decks even. You have Scolding for Lurrus, and then you have Mystic Sanctuary and just any card draw. And you'll outgrind any of these like Deathrite, DRC, Ragavan, Fair decks. Just a Breach deck can combo kill you, but they can't really outgrind you. I'm just gonna happily draw that Memory Deluge, and at this point, the game is in the bag. The game is in the bag. It's kind of nice how good blue is in this format, not gonna lie. I'm kind of enjoying that fact. I kind of do enjoy that fact. And Memory Deluge going around Bowmaster is not too bad. That's certainly something. It's a plus, let's say. It's a plus. I think I'm not even going to bother with a Mystic Sanctuary here because my hand is completely loaded. I'm not looking for anything. So they're gonna make disappear me. Stamp Stroke. Okay. Sure thing. Yeah, they should be playing 4 Drawn and a Lock in their deck. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay. Just thinking how to play this most safely. Yeah, end of turn, like a charm or like a shaman would be reasonable. I guess if I just go like I have Polluted Delta anyways. Okay. So like if they had countered that with a Make Disappear, then I could have just gotten it back. So stealing the Death Shadow wouldn't actually have given me a Death Shadow because I'm at 14, but yeah, opponent has seen enough. I mean, I also have a Deluge in my graveyard, so. Alrighty. We are on the draw yet again against the Giganta deck, so that could be Domain. I mean, I hate to be on the draw in this format and not having my good old Fatal Push. That really is damning. I can't really moving in this hand either, can I? Although, like, if they go turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Kavu, I'm just so toast. I'm toasted and toast. So, yeah, we'll see, I guess. No fetch land? No fetch land! But a Ragavan, okay. Attack for 2. What is this death rate gonna do for you? May I ask? Why did you not attack with that? Okay. Weird. Weird. So this is a Blood Moon deck, probably. Being on a draw in this format just sucks. It's everything. It is everything. Now you attack. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna crack now. I want to just get painless mana here. Or like I could keep all these things up. Yeah. Bowmaster? No Bowmaster. To sort of not give them the mana with the Shaman. But I feel like I'm just gonna take a hit from the Ragavan here. Just keep up Counterspell. I feel like the card that I'm losing to the hardest, it's Jund, okay. Yeah, I just don't want anything to resolve, I think. Like, I just take a hit, it's okay. They have 4 cards in hand. Oh no. Oh, that's a good hit, yeah. Do you have a Thoughtseize or something? No. Okay. Okay. Jazel as a good old Nessian cursor over there. Good old Nessian cursor over there. Counterspell. I guess I'm just playing Mystic Sanctuary for no value. Reclamation! Do your thing! Give me power! Lightning bolt my face. So Jazel, when can you cast it? Beginning of combat, okay. Then it goes up to 2, and then it can cast a 2-drop, right? I think it's the first time I'm actually seeing Jazel in play in this format. Which is probably very unlikely. Yeah. Not much to think about there, to be honest. So lightning bolt my face, go to 7. Yeah, could counterspell that. Leaving me go down to 4. They have 2 cards in hand. I have 10 mana next turn. Ugh, yeah. Being on the draw, it's just being on the draw and not having that fatal push. It's like such an uphill battle. If I had a fatal push, this game would be so easy, you know. But yeah, that's the reality. Oh. Oh. Hello. 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 So that's exactly 10. So I can do Nexus plus Archmage's Charm. Alright. On this thing. That gives me an additional mana next turn, which might be useful. Also some life gain. But this is obviously a great swing in my favor. I basically got to cast an Archmage's Charm for free. And I've drawn a card with the Nexus of Fate here. So this is all very good for me, of course. So now you gotta do the Nexus of Fate thingy, where you float the mana. And then you do this. You cast it, and you take an extra turn. shuffles itself back into the deck, which means you have a higher likelihood of drawing it again. So if I cast Deluge, I have 6, 8, 9 mana left in the end step. Always put that end step stop, never forget it. Could also go Brainstorm first, in case I hit another Reclamation, huh? That would be nice. Okay. Uro. Pretty good one too. Now I have to sort of decide what I want to go with. I guess I could go Uro. I could go... I can't go Uro, right? Oh, can I? 3. Wait. So if I do this, go Uro... I technically could cast Uro, but I need to fetch a breeding pool for that. Yeah, it's pretty insane going Uro here, right? What could go wrong? No, actually, I need to keep this, so I couldn't draw these. Okay, yeah, I didn't. Okay, never mind. We'll be fine. So I guess what do I do? 2 mana, I go Sanctuary on top of my deck. Sorry, Archmage Charm on top of my deck. This deck just confuses me. So if I have 2, 6, 9 mana essentially, so I can't go Nexus of Fate this turn, so I just gotta play it fair. What I can do though, I can cast Bowmaster here, kill that, untap, have 6 open, 7 open. And then I have Charm on top of my deck. Now I'm kind of reliant on its Deathrite to survive for my Uro to be able to be cast. But yeah, this is okay. And now I have a Counterspell available to me technically, so I'm good. Alright, that was impressive. So we kind of stabilized. And we can go from here. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing a mid-range deck without counterspells, you might just succumb to the power of a resolved Wilderness Reclamation. Nice forest. Khans of Tarkir forest. Let's go. I know what you've been doing. Jazil just missing. Wow, pretty unimpressive performance from Jazil so far. I could triple block 2 cards. I have counterspell technically. Don't really want to lose both my creatures though, so I think I'm just gonna do this. I guess I can also exile stuff in response with the Deathrite Shaman, so I'm not even worried about Jazil's ability. Ragavan. That's, ladies and gentlemen, why you play Bowmasters. Demonic Tutor and Reclamation. The world is my oyster, huh? Yeah, seems good. Exile target creature. Please. So I go Reclamation. Put that end step stop. Don't ever forget it, because Arena will just pass the turn. And now we do this. We tap here. Then we do this. Put it into our deck. Tap the blue. Oh, come on, come back. And then we would have untapped all our lands again. Cast Memory Deluge, look for Nexus, take our extra turn, do all over again. You get it, right? And if we don't find the kill, we can just and do all sorts of things. Alright, sweet. Maybe I should play Deathrite Shaman. Card is kinda good, huh? Rams me into my Reclamation on turn 3. Maybe. You could also play Growth Spiral, but it's tough to make space for all these cards. Like Growth Spiral helping good amount as well, yeah. So we're playing against Junt. Junt, I guess. I want cut down. I kind of like a lot of cards again. But they don't play Counterspell, so they're not that good against the Nexus of Fate shenanigans. So I think I just need to survive here. So I think I'm kicking out Counterspell for like Aether Gust, Cut Down. I really love Uro, man. Uro is just so good against all these mid-rangey decks. Just kick out the Charm as well. Veil is also not bad against discard spells. I feel like this deck is not that bad against discard spells, though. I don't know about the Scolding. On the play, I would run it. On the draw, I'm not sure. Maybe I should just play the Trophy. Or like one Charm. Maybe I just kick out a Deluge, play 2 Charms. Deluge seems very nice, though. It just sucks that these 4 Nexuses clog up my deck. Man, not playing Veil of Summer against them, it seems kind of weird as well, but it might be correct. I think Veil of Summer on the draw against the just Thoughtseize deck, a deck without, like, you know, that Sultai deck with the counterspells. Of course, there you always bring in Veil, but against someone who is on the play and just has Thoughtseize, it just can be too slow, you know. Okay. The nice thing about Nexus of Fate is that we play Brainstorm and we have shuffle effects. So just put that 7-drop to the bottom when it's shit. I might be losing this Brainstorm though. But I have good news. Oh shit, okay. I have good news in the sense that I have Mystic Sanctuary was what I wanted to say. Mystic Sanctuary with Brainstorm. My opponent is not gonna play their Bowmasters at this point. We're gonna play this cat and mouse game. Okay. I mean, you took my Bowmasters, you didn't have a Ragavan. Clearly have Bowmasters in your hand, otherwise you wouldn't have taken my Bowmaster, because Bowmaster is not particularly good against a Junt deck outside. Sure. Repair. Do I win? What do you really want to play this cat and mouse game, huh? Do I need to play anything untapped? Scolding in my deck, huh? 1 Scolding, 2 Aether Gust. 2 life could also be important down the line. I don't know. Like, in case they go Bowmasters end of turn, I could go Brainstorm, yeah. Okay. Really, I guess these 2 are actually not that bad with the rack. Maybe I just hide the rack. Two cards in hand, 18 life. Now I can still decide to shuffle 1 away. Nice. Okay. I have no forest in my deck. I'm not gonna. I have Otawara as a one-off, but to find that, I would need to do some shenanigans. Didn't really think about that card, did I? Did not think about it at all during sideboarding. No. All right. Well, I guess Counterspell's coming back in. Cut down. Not what I want. That was kind of anticlimactic. Yep, game is over. Putch. You're on 18 live? No, the game is done. Blood Moon. Prr. Wasteland. You are done. Destroy your mana. Ciao. Always a good feeling to lose games fair and square. Yeah. I feel like Bowmasters might actually be a weak link here. It's like I want so many cards, I can't fit them all in. It just too many good cards. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, it's a problem, guys. Luxury problems over here. I don't know, maybe a Truma Brainstorm. Man. It's just like, this is a good card, this is even decent, this is decent, this is decent. Like, am I just turning down the combo? Goes free Nexus of Fate, I guess. It's like but if I'm trimming down the combo every single game, like what is it even doing in my deck? Why am I not even just playing like a Sultai mid-range or control deck, you know? It just feels against the point of what I'm trying to do if I trim down Nexus of Fate every game. Especially against a Junt opponent. I mean, the only, like, I would have won that game so easily against anything else, but not Blood Moon. Like, if they play a Fable, a Jaza, who cares? Like, Jaza would have been annoying, to be fair, because it would have taken 2 cards out of my... No, it would have taken 1 additional card out of my hand. Like, another Thoughtseize. Take the Eliminate. But it wouldn't be the end of the world, you know? But, like, yeah, Blood Moon is just a game ender, I guess. Yeah, Blood Moon being a game ender for this deck is not great. It's not great news. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a major no-no. It's a major no-no. What do I do here? Brainstorm in response, or they're going for the swamp again, going for the Blood Moon plan. Yeah. I could just Lorien Revealed, or I don't know, I don't know. Probably just Brainstorm. Like, if I go Lorien Revealed, they might... Ooh, shit. That's bad. Okay, I guess I'll put... What? Nexus lowest, and then on top Lorien. I can't show them the Lorien, obviously. It would be some next level stuff if I would have hit 2 lands here. I could have put both lands on top, and then put the Lorien into my hand, and they just see a 1 land, and they're like, I guess I gotta take the Lorien. And then I just play land. That would have been some next level stuff. Yeah. I take the Aether Gust. What can I do? I mean, I can't really hide a card here because I have to make my land drop, so I had to expose the Aether Gust. Just gonna lose 2 games to Blood Moon now. That's pretty sad. It's really sad. I mean, I have to draw lands, and I have them to not have Blood Moon. So my odds of winning this game are below freaking 0, I think. Oh, okay. That's step 1. And am I starting to get islands now? I guess I don't need anything else. Yeah. No, you have it. Fetch Forest, Blood Moon. Maybe this should have been an island in the first place. So I can at least cast these Deluges. But, like, what am I even gonna do? I have to find my one Otawara. I guess I have Aether Gust as well. I guess with Aether Gust and 2 islands and Memory Deluges, I can sort of play against the Blood Moon. Maybe this should have been an island, yeah. It's kind of interesting. Just slam Blood Moon. No? Just Thoughtseize, Jazzle. It's pretty good too. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I think this deck is a bit of a joke. Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome if it would work and stuff, but like, as I said in the beginning, as I said in the intro, we are playing a deck with 8 4-drops. This is not a format where you can allow yourself to play this many expensive cards. This is a very, very, very fast format. You know, we've been... Yeah, like, no. Like, it's... Yeah. This combo just seems too slow. I'm gonna play one more match because I really want to, because this is fun, but this is my verdict right now. This deck is just too slow. The combo is too slow. 4-mana cards are... No. Play first. We are on the pull. Shit. I haven't used the Mirrex yet. Maybe it's just unnecessary, to be honest with you. It could just be unnecessary, because in the end you find some weird way of like Bowmaster to win the game, right? You don't need like Mirrex to get you there. It's very nice against blue-black control, I guess. It's pretty good there. But yeah, this hand is kind of unkeepable because of the Mirrex. Oh my god, are you kidding me, man? Oh, you gotta be joking. Just giving me Mirrex 2 landers back to back. Arena is trolling me, man. Come on. Come on. For real. Yeah, I guess you should cut it. It's probably going to cause you more losses than wins, because the anti-synergy with both Counterspell and Archmage's Charm, where you cannot hold them up by playing this land, is pretty rough. I guess it's the only non-blue land in the entire deck, though, on the one hand. And we're playing 26 lands in total. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just gotten pretty unlucky here, and now I'm letting my anger out on the poor Mirrex, which is... It is even the blue land in a way. Poor Mirrex. You know what? What is going to happen here? I got... nah, fine. I'll just pass like this. I was thinking about just fetching Breeding Pool and playing it. Tapped. Preserve some life, but if they have some weird thing, then I might want to kill it. Oh, wow, okay. Definitely going to kill that. This was pretty good for me. Actually, the good old Oko Goose combo, I see. No. Killing the Oko. There you see the reason why eliminate. And you can also play Sheoldred's Edict. That's a reasonable option as well. I think... yeah, Breeding Pool. Now Mystic Sanctuary is also not online. Mirrex! What do you even do in my deck? Nobody wants you! What is this concoction? Godless Shrine, Stomping Ground, Gilded Goose. I guess it's just 5-color good stuff that wants to play 4 Deathrite, 4 Halfling. That seems pretty insane to me. And 4 Goose. Like, this has to be in addition to Halfling and Deathrite, because they're like 10 times better in this card. So I'm just weirded out by that fact, honestly. Like, I guess they might have Leyline Binding for my poor Wilderness Reclamation. I just want to have some fun with Wilderness Reclamation. And they have Leyline Binding. Well, look at this mana base, by the way. It's looking great. Oh, I love it. Stomping Ground, Godless Shrine, Watery Grave. The first free lands in the game. Yeah. It might just be better to Uro here. Then Uro next turn again. I don't have anything to Reclamation anyways. Now I do, but not before that, so... I can go Mystic Sanctuary, put Lorien Revealed on top, or eliminate. Could just trade my Bowmasters for this free. I think I like that. Do I want to eliminate or Lorien Revealed on top? If I go Lorien Revealed on top, I can go Reclamation, crack Lorien Revealed, play it for Sanctuary, put Eliminate on top, and then end of turn with six lands and 1 untapped. We can go Nexus, untap, draw Eliminate, go Uro. Then I don't have a second black because the Zagoth Triome is going to be tapped for the Uro. No, of course I will have a second black because I'm untapping for Reclamation in play. So all of that would be pretty sick, but it will also mean that my opponent has 0 Interaktion. So can I rely on 0 Interaktion to be happening? Probably not. So in that point, I guess I'll just put Eliminate on top. Which means I can't do this. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gone for the power move. The Bowmaster I should maybe also not just waste away like this. I don't know. They might have like a ring or something. Oh, their own Bowmasters. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this eliminate play. Like now it's just such an anemic turn, right? I can go Uro. They're not even playing Lorien, huh? Just playing 4-color good stuffs with shitty 1-drops. Maybe it's a budget decision. I guess it's probably a budget decision. Yeah. Okay, fine. I think I should have just gone for the higher value line where like Nexus of Fate and stuff. Like now I feel like I'm at a bit of a rough spot anyways. Going Uro here, they grow this, then they turn Uro into 3/3. I guess I block. I mean, it's not bad. Don't love any of this. I could draw land into eliminate. It would leave me with a big blocker. No. I mean, I'm doing this so you don't do it at home, right? I'm losing to 4-color good stuff. You're not losing to 4-color good stuff. I feel like the lesson from this game is maybe, and I don't know if it's even a lesson because I'm probably not going to learn from it. I'm going to do the same play the next time as well because I feel like I never learn from this. But like one important lesson is to just not play around everything all the time. It's like I always try to play around everything all the time, I feel like. I don't risk it anymore. Nah, that's not true. It's not entirely true either way. Of course, there's games where I put out a risky play and make the opponent have it, right? Make the opponent have it. But like in this situation where I'm already like staring down an Oko, is it really correct to have a play? Yeah, okay. Is it really correct to just like get the eliminate there instead of going for the power line where you go like Mystic Sanctuary, boom, 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 Reclamation, Nexus of Fate, you know? I mean, sure, they're likely playing Leyline Binding, but they only play 4 copies and they only have 3 cards in hand, so, you know. And I would have probably won this game fairly easily if it was just slammed, you know. And apparently it works. So, yeah, it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. Just frustrated myself, you know. I think, yeah, the takeaway, I try to play around too much, too often, all the time. Too often, too all the time. And that's the issue. See, they didn't have a Leyline Binding. They didn't have a Counterspell. I could have really gone all the way. 4, 6, 9 damage. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Couple time walks. Okay. Alrighty. It's obviously not great when you time walk with no value. Okay, it's a start, but I don't have a graveyard, so it's not really a start. So now I have 12 mana. 10, so I could technically Mirrex. But yeah, I can't really afford to draw any of these. Right? Like I just kind of not does anything, doesn't do anything. And I feel like the option to Mirrex here is not worth it. So I think I should just leave this fetch up. For like, I don't know, if I draw Memory Deluge maybe, something like that. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more unsure I get actually. And what card in my deck is something I want to redraw? So if I have Memory Deluge, it costs me 4, I have 12. I guess I want to redraw Memory Deluge, yeah. Okay, fine. Because I can't go with 7. I guess I could go Memory Deluge and 4. The more I think about it, the more unsure I become. Maybe I should just fetch and thin my deck, honestly. But maybe after I shuffle in and that doesn't make any difference. So now I float everything. Untap. Nexus, and then I can start making my 1/1s. Okay, Mirrex, you did something. Look at you. Look at you, Mirrex. You did something. Look at you. Okay, so one more time walk to go. Stupid orc. Okay. Well, same thing, I guess. Right. 6. Yeah. Doing the same again. Tappity tap, 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 tappity tap, tap, and tap. Yeah, I'm having fun. Not really, but it's okay. At least I'm living. At least I'm taking turns, you know. Who doesn't love taking turns in Magic? Okay, so if I don't find a Fatal Push, I have to Brainstorm next turn. And even if I find a Fatal Push, I have to Brainstorm this turn. And all my Mirrex die! My poor Mirrex. Okay, that was good though. Those were hits. Those were pretty good hits. Okay, well, probably going for face. No, going for the Mirrex. Okay, for Mirrex. They just wanted to live. Alright, resolve all. And I have 7, 12 mana, so I go Demonic Tutor, or Memory Deluge, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have chances of winning this game. We're not daubs. So yeah. Almost didn't make the stop. Whew, kids, that was close. Fortunately, I cannot cast Memory Deluge right now, which is a bit sad, but it's okay. Could have kept the tutor in my hand, but I think that's risky. Interesting. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. There's another Nexus, that's good. And there's a Flooded Strand, that's very good. Okay. Oh, baby. We in business. So I can go Demonic Tutor on top of my deck, and then Nexus. Like after I do the Nexus, of course. Okay, we're talking now. We're in game. We're in business. Yeah. Oh god, I gotta make a stop again. So, go for Nexus. Yeah. And then fetch Mystic Sanctuary, put Demonic Tutor on top of my deck. There we go. I think the only way I lose this one is by... I mean, the only way I get screwed, I might still lose it, I could still fizzle, is if I... yeah, don't put that end step stop. That could really mess me up. Okay, so if I go Deluge, I can't Demonic anymore. Yeah, so yeah, okay, I guess I just Demonic first then, yeah. I have to, because if I don't hit with the Deluge, I'm in trouble. All right, tappity tap tap. Huh? What? Did I click on something? Did I click this through? I mean, I'm talking about how I would mess up all the time and then I mess up. Did I click this through or did it just automatically pass the turn? I need to watch the replay there. But like this was likely a kill. Like I go this turn, I can untap all my lands, right? I mean, I guess I won't have enough mana to go Deluge. Yeah, but I would have gone Nexus again, then I can Deluge next turn. If I don't... Yeah, and then I Nexus again. What the fuck? What the F was that? Damn it, man. I mean, but you even though I lost this one, you get how this deck is winning, you know? Like this is how it can get out of a tricky situation like this one. Oh man, that was frustrating. That was weird. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Like, did I accidentally click? I thought I didn't. Bit frustrating, but hey, it'd be like that. I have no clue what's going on over there. Like, do they have counterspells? Probably. Some counterspells, huh? I mean, Bowmaster seems kind of good against them. Uro seems fine. Like, I don't want to trim. Maybe the counterspell is not that great. I don't know. Like, everything seems like fine or great or not good. I don't know. It's like my entire sideboard could be rotten. No, not everything. Not making good use out of Ashiok so far. People are not playing Breach, I guess. Or Titan. At least not my opponents. I don't know, man. That kind of killed me. I mean, I really get to show you how it's done, but not doing it in the end kind of sucks. But hey, let's focus on the good part. We kind of got to do the dream there, sort of, and maybe even would have won. Maybe you need something like Search for his counter to like continuously dig. I don't know. I don't know. We've won a die roll. No, this is game 2. That's why I want to play. True. Oh yeah, but this is a weird timeless is a weird format. I mean, in the end, just play a bunch of 1-drops and 2-drops, and you're gonna be best off. And don't try to do fancy combo shenanigans. I feel like, especially with Ashiok around, if people just play like very low to the ground, Sultai, Grixis, or whatever it may be. Oh my god. Yeah. That was good for me, huh? Killing their 2-drop with my Bowmaster. It's not a 2-drop technically, but it kind of is a 2-drop in that situation. Because they pay 2 mana for it. So yeah. If they have Oko here, I can put Oko down to 5 loyalty and then I have 4 power. Which is not enough to kill it. Maybe I'm being too harsh on this deck. Maybe it's not that bad. Imagine I would have gone for the, let's say, riskier line where I don't play around the leyline binding in the last game. Would have probably gotten to a very easy point much sooner. Yeah, I'll just tag this thing down to 1 loyalty. I think I'm just gonna cast the Deluge. I don't want it to get countered. Do I even want this? I mean, I have a lot of card draw already, so I guess I want protection. Just take both card draw spells. I mean, I also have these mystics. Yeah, I guess I take the Veil. I don't know. Like, even if they exile this from the graveyard somehow, I still have Charm, which I can return with Mystic Sanctuary. Now if they have Bowmasters... Oh, okay. Sure. Make a 3/3 here to block. I feel like you'd rather play Domain Zoo than whatever concoction my opponent came up with. Domain Zoom is a pretty streamlined deck, and this... Playing a Ragavan just as a value 1-drop? I don't know about that. Especially in a Bowmaster format. Doesn't seem great, you know? So now I could take the food. It's probably gonna do that. Spell Pierce? No. We might have Fatal Push? They have something. Just everybody here? I guess if they have Fatal Push, I have Veil. Okay, fine. This was a bad play. I should have not done this. I have Veil, so... Why do I even bother playing around Fatal Push at that point? Yep, that was a punt. Should have maybe attacked with 1 face and leave 1 back to block the Ragavan if they kill this. Something like that. So it should have been at 11. Not a big mistake, but still, I think that's wrong what I did. Pass the turn. I could either draw Memory Deluge or Archmage Charm. I mean, I have the commanding board position here. Probably best to just draw the Counterspell. It looks like they have Bowmaster here. They let me draw it. Interesting. Bit surprised by that. What's your plan here? Okay, just kill the free. Sure. I guess again I could have stayed back with Bowmaster. Oh wow. Killing Bowmaster. Okay. This only gives hexproof from blue and black, right? Okay. Yeah, it's a losing battle. I mean, I have an Archmage Charm in my hand. Okay, maybe Veil is not what it's about. Just cut down, I play Goose, Bowmasters, Ragavan on the draw. Cut down's good. Scolding, maybe not. Maybe Thoughtseize, maybe Aether Gust. Aether Gust is kind of nice against the Oko as well, I guess. Yeah, it's like counterspells are not that good on the draw against these low to the ground mana dork decks, especially if they play halfling, which they might not out of budget reasons, I guess, but they definitely should play halfling. I mean, I guess Goose specifically is better with Oko. Because you do get the food from... No, not really though. Because you want to turn the food immediately into a free. You don't want to... Like, the Goose is just a one-time use mana dork. It's really not that good. Just gonna bottom this, I think. Seems weird, but... Maybe I should bottom the Wilderness. Kind of sucks that I'm running against the 1-mana white answer for Wilderness Reclamation. I didn't even bring in the Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, that was a punt. I should have brought an Assassin's Trophy. Oopsie. No, I can't remove. Can't remove it. Cannot remove it. There's no fetch technically, huh? But still killing it. Of course killing it, because if they untap and then fetch, they can exile immediately. I can't respond to that. Yeah, this deck just seems a bit too clunky. Things considered, you have to play a high density of like Memory Deluge effects, because otherwise you won't function when you combo. Okay, no fetch, huh? And no land, so this Death Rat isn't even threatening. At that point, I'm just gonna pass. I could Aether Gust this. I would have Aether Gusted it probably if they had a fetch, but they just missed their land drop. They were on the play. So, and the Death Rat is just a good old 1/2 that can gain not even 2 life. Though it can gain 2 life. Okay, fair. It's a 1/2 that can gain 2 life. Another 1/2 that can gain 2 life. Sure. Mirrex. I just gotta be slamming here, right? They have the Spell Pierce. Oh, they have Brainstorm. Okay, that's fine. That's fine by me. I mean, Mirrex kind of nice with Reclamation too, I suppose. Maybe the 1-off is actually good. So I have 2 Reclamation and I can just make a bunch of 1/1s every turn now. Okay, they found a fetch. So they have 1 fetch for Death Rat. 1-time use. You can Aether Gust, by the way, in response to fetches to get rid of stuff permanently. Make Aether Gust into Terminate makes this card even better. Three cards in hand. Yeah, with having Aether Gust already in my hand as another interaction, I think I'm happy countering that. Although I do have, I don't know, it's kind of a bit of a blank as well. They have Oko here. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should just let it go. Because like at this point in the game with the second Reclamation in hand, it doesn't really do me anything. And now they have Oko on top, or not. Didn't keep Oko on top. I guess here I go... Oh, what I can do is kind of funny. I guess this play works if they don't have Bowmaster. I wanted to put this back on top of my deck. So I have to put a stop. Yeah, I think I have to do it and just hope they don't have Bowmaster, really. It is like it is. It is how it is. And even if they have Bowmaster, I might be winning. Because shooting 3 damage and making a 4/4, but me drawing 3 cards, you know, it might not actually turn out to be that bad for me. They're passing the turn with the 2 Death Rights, no fetch lands, no additional mana. Just these 2. Whoop, Bowmaster me. Of course they have it. Oh, Spell Pierce. Put the stop on it. Put the stop. Almost forgot it again. Whoop. Okay, so no Bowmaster in hand, obviously. I mean, maybe you Spell Pierce even though you have Bowmaster, but you probably play Bowmaster at that point. Yeah, this deck is, it's just too easy to disrupt. Like, people play Spell Pierces and stuff. It's just so much better to play all these 1-drop cards. Took a Flooded Strand. Mirrex might solo them here. So I'm doing this so I can... If I wouldn't do this, I would only have 5 mana if I just pass. And I couldn't cast Aether Gust plus Mirrex, so I have to do it this way. 7. I mean, that's a 2-turn. Next turn I'm gonna start attacking. I'm kind of surprised they bottomed the Oko. I guess it should have been a tell for me that they have Spell Pierce. Really should have been a tell. Yeah. Alright. Fun fetching. Probably pretty happy to have their 1/2 be a mana dog yet again. This has been a long video, huh? Oh yeah, very long indeed. Damn. I got lost track of time. Gotta make some food soon, for sure. Alright. That is gonna get Aether Gusted. Without a doubt. Okay, so they have a treasure though, so they could do something maybe. No Spell Pierces. No Spell Pierces left, maybe. Probably would have countered that. Yeah, I mean, they're on a 2-turn clock. I think I'm just gonna win with Mirrex. Well, that was a turnaround, huh? I was kind of expecting Mirrex to be kind of bad, but now it looks like it's just gonna win me the game. They're gonna dash Ragavan again. Attack for free. Okay, just attack for 2. Take the Fatal Push, kill one of my mites. I guess they could survive a turn. I mean, I'm making 3 mites next turn. Memory Deluge. Well, I guess we're stopping with the mites for now. Yeah. definitely. Okay, this is GG. All right, I gotta win. we did win against the Shadow deck too, to be fair. So we got the 2-1 today. But yeah, good game. Okay, I don't know, man. I just feel it in my blood, you know, that Reclamation being a 4-mana card, Memory Deluge being a 4-mana card, Nexus of Fate being a 7-mana blank, essentially, in most of the games. It's just too much. There's combos that are much better, right? Like Underworld Breach, for example. To be fair, you can't really compare those because sure, Reclamation doesn't really use it doesn't use the graveyard, right? Not really. So it is a combo that is reliant on an enchantment to survive, which is a different animal, but you know, Leyline Binding sees play, so there's that. But I guess what I really liked about this deck was the part that we can play Ashiok, Uro, and Veil of Summer into a field of Titan Field, blue-black control, and the Breach deck, right? Where Ashiok is just insane as a sideboard card. We also have Demonic Tutor and some ways to find it. But those reasons, if those are the reasons why this deck is good, then you can just put that package that I'm just describing and put it in any other deck into like Sultai Midrange or even into a Junt deck, right? A Junt deck could just put 4 Ashioks into their sideboard and probably have a pretty good time, at least in the post-board games, against the various combo decks around. If it also plays like 3 Veil of Summers against blue-black control. So yeah, I think Veil of Summer, Uro, those cards are very good in these against these Lurrus decks. So I feel like green should make a resurgence. The obvious deck, I guess, is the blue-black with green splash type of deck, Sultai midrange, and yeah, I might not, or I might do a video on that sometime soon. This has been, man, the longest video I've done in a long time. If you gotten through all of it, congratulations. And yeah, thank you for watching, of course. Very kind of you. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next one.